I'm Cape Joel, and this is Comic Smack, your weekly, daily, all the time, anytime comic book show where I give you your fix of everything you need to know from the world of comic books and superheroes. And on today's show, we are taking a closer look at Deathstroke number 7. Is Slade Wilson a bigger threat to himself or to his children? Let's hop on in together and find out, shall we? Okay then, so we join the comic on a very unexpected note, and that is that Deathstroke's ex-wife is pressuring Superman to try and bring Deathstroke in. As you might have guessed, Superman turns her down, saying, hey, I try and help out where I can, but for the most part, I try and stay away from being the government's attack dog. Oh sure, I intervened in that Aquaman thing not too long ago in a nice bit of continuity, but you know, I felt bad about that afterwards. I almost lost a friend. Now after that, we're treated to a flashback of Jericho's time with Dr. Icon, and yes, as is revealed this episode, they were indeed sleeping together, but Jericho may have had ulterior motives for sleeping with his father's old teammate. You'll remember it was Dr. Icon who actually built the suit that Slade is using currently, a suit that he had turned down back in the day, but who has now been forced to use for the first time. Keep this whole costume thing in mind for later because it will become important. Speaking of things that are important, Rose still very firmly believes that it was her father that was behind the assassination attempt on her. A fact that Jericho, who is now taken to using the Dr. Icon suit to fight crime, is more than willing to let her believe. But who was the real mastermind behind the attempt to kill Ravager? Well, Slade is tracking that person down right now, and it turns out to actually be his ex-wife. In fact, as we soon discover, ex-wifey was actually the one pulling the strings on everything. She was the one who had Wintergreen kidnapped, she was the one who had Deathstroke's old teammates turn against him. Why, she even manipulated his first meeting with Red Lion, that crazy African dictator. Why, you might be asking? Well, besides the obvious fringe benefits of getting to put the screws to the man that ruined her life and hurt her two children, she also gets the added benefit of attempting to try and bring him into her new government agency. Also, in a crazy twist, apparently this isn't the first time she's done something like this to try and get Deathstroke to work for the government, or at least whatever weird Illuminati branch of the government she works for. Well, that's one horrifying mystery solved. I guess it means it's time for Deathstroke to get back to business, you know, the business of killing people, in this case a bunch of drug dealers who have set up on a tanker. Oh, but here's the rub though, you see, in between the murder sessions, Deathstroke's new suit starts malfunctioning on him, and a strange message is sent to Hassan, his computer handler. One that outs Deathstroke, the supervillain, as the person Hassan has been working with this whole time. Apparently he had no idea, and apparently he's quite horrified and disgusted by this. Yeah, things can't get much worse for Deathstroke, only they absolutely can, because when he goes deckside, he comes face to face with the Man of Steel, who just saw him murder a bunch of people and isn't about to let him walk away from this. Deathstroke number 7 is further proof that this newest Christopher Priest series has to be one of the most layered, most adult takes on a superhero character I've seen in a long time in a mainstream book. This issue especially pays off little things that I didn't pay much mind to, like Deathstroke's new costume. Oh, you thought it was just a DC Rebirth thing. Oh no, it's actually important. And even with all the violence and intrigue, I think what keeps me coming back to this book, it's something that, you know, Christopher Priest has really managed to distill down to its barest essentials, and that is that this Deathstroke book really is a book about a big dysfunctional family. I really dug this one, which is why I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10.
Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching my newest video. I hope you enjoyed it, and while you're here, why not check out another video I have on offer, or maybe if you're feeling in a supportive mood, you want to like or subscribe. And if you want to support the creation of more videos just like this one, then please by all means check out the Cape Joel Patreon. A little bit goes a very long way, and I will see you all next time.